Welcome. This is 95.1 KNVC, Carson City, Minden, Gardnerville, your community radio station. And it's time right now for the Carson Rural Communities Update. And I'm your host, CJ Gildner, and we have our co-host today, Lora Templeton.
Hey.
Yes, and she's also the engineer today, so she's wearing many hats.
Many hats.
How are you today, dear?
Well, I'm perfectly fine.
Great.
Sounds like we're doing everything right. I was loving that song that Uncle Tamale had us
I love
checking
all the
into.
music. I love his
great.
radio show.
Sleeping with the Enemy. All right. So,
hey, didn't you do some stuff with the elections recently?
I did.
What kind of stuff?
I did. So I was one of the temporary employees or volunteers. I got a lot of people saying, "Hey, thank you for volunteering," that helped out with the clerk recorder's office running the primary election.
And that was in Carson City, right?
That's in Carson City. Okay. Every Nevada county will have its own, polling stations, as we've been reading on the air for Lyon County and Story County, all the different places to go vote. So it was, for me, I only worked 1 week of early voting, and then I worked election day itself. And really and truly, it was my first time doing that here for the Carson City clerk recorder, Scott Hone. And it was so much fun. I have to tell you, the first week with the early voting was a different kind of vibe. And
really? Like what?
Okay. It was, when you show up and you're, for me, I took the least skilled level of work, which is appointment line attendant. And that basically allowed me to be put wherever I was needed. Either I was, at the tabulation machine, helping people get their ballots into the machine, or standing out in the parking lot and helping people, with the drop box, or just simply being at the door and greeting voters as they came in.
Oh, okay.
And, and so then my job was to take them to, depending on when I was at the front door, I got them checked in with a person who was more of the volunteer team that were perhaps a little bit more experienced, and they actually helped them get the ballot, and then other volunteers guide them to the voting machines and so on. So it's all very community oriented.
Well, okay, so what does the person have to do to check in for getting their ballot?
Well, this is where they have to kind of, this is the part where the person behind the desk who had access to our active voter roll ensures that the person is in fact a Carson City resident. They check the signatures to make sure they match the one that's on file with the voter registration card. And then, of course, ensures that they get the right ballot, with the candidate, with the party of their choice. And it's important to remember that the primary election, unlike our general election in November, Nevada is a closed state. So this was an election that Democrats or Republicans could vote in, but not our nonpartisan community, because there were no nonpartisan races.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But in November, the nonpartisans are, we'll open the doors wide and welcome them.
Okay, so you can be a Democrat, a Republican, or an independent.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that, again, for the general, or if there had been a competitive nonpartisan race. Because
Sure.
primaries are about each party picking the one candidate that they want to advance forward to the general.
So then when are the polls open?
Oh gosh, it changed. The early voting opened at 9 and closed at about 6.
Okay.
And that was, we started on Saturday. There might have been Saturday, May 23rd. There might have been different hours, but then the week following that, the 2 weeks following that, it was the 9 to 6, except for Memorial Day, obviously.
Okay. Yes. Right.
And but then election day itself, which was a whole different kettle of fish. That was we were opened as early as 7 a.m. and we stayed closed, and we closed at 7 p.m.
Well, that's a long day.
It was. For that day, the volunteers were allowed to do half-day shifts, so I did the morning shift.
Okay.
And it was so fun. There's so many wonderful things that you maybe don't think about because you go in, you vote, and your day is done. But for the volunteer team, we got very excited whenever there was a new voter, like a young person coming in and registering right there.
I'm sure a lot of people would be excited about that.
Yeah, and their parents would come with them, and as they cast the vote, the parents are taking pictures.
Learning that new process.
Yeah, learning the new process. But the person who helps register the young person would go, first time voter. And we all would go, yay, and cheer.
That's kind of important,
applaud.
don't you think?
Yeah. It is.
Yeah. For a first timer, I would say, yeah.
But I mean, what a great way for that person to, really feel loved or validated, for taking the time to do this thing.
Sure.
And we also had so even, when families are coming in, there's little kids, and little kids, of course, are probably like, oh, what am I doing here? Mom's dragging me to this, place full of adults.
Sure, because they can't vote yet.
They can't vote, no. But Scott Hone managed to have some things to make them feel important. We had like little bracelets, future voter bracelets that the kids could get.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, we had these stickers that would say, we had stickers that was voting with Violet, and there was a lot of discussion around these stickers, whether Violet was a lizard or a dinosaur. I'm going to say she was a dinosaur. She's cute as a button. And there was a coloring book that went with this. So the coloring book, Violet is the little dinosaur that's going to vote, and she meets all these different, creatures. Tabby the tabulator.
I love it.
And so the kids get to kind of know what their parents are doing. And of course, hopefully it makes them look forward to when they can become a voter.
Sure, definitely. Yeah. I would say probably it's almost as important as getting your first driver's license, right?
I think it is. Yes,
that's like a milestone in their life. And then when you turn 18 and you're ready to vote, and I bet some of the new voters are maybe possibly not familiar with the individuals that are running for office.
Right.
But what can you say to the new person who's out voting?
So,
what else can you say?
Once you're inside, when you're working as a poll worker and within 100 feet of the polling thing, you can't really say a thing about who's running, because that would be campaigning. And so... So this is
that makes sense.
One of the great things about the whole day. And I started volunteering for elections way back in 2008. They don't want you on your phone. You're not supposed to be browsing the news. You can't, you can't campaign within that. And then of course the people that you're talking to, we know to be very, polite and not talk about things. It's kind of relaxing. It's like a whole day without news.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that. No news.
Right? Yeah. And so, but then, the minute you get out in your car, you're like, okay, who won and what's going on? And,
sure.
So that part is fun. And I think also, I know we're just whizzing right along. I wanted to talk a little bit about the team that I worked with, because there's obviously the people that are full-time employees at the clerk recorder's office. And they were really there as the senior sort of go-to person if there was a problem or if there was a question. And of course, they were there to sort of shepherd us little volunteers, as newbies. Sure. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, there's the seasoned volunteers. There's people that do this every year.
I know. I have a couple of friends that do it.
Oh, okay.
Out in the Lyon County area.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Yes. Lyon County had a good turnout this year too.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's so good for them. Congrats.
Yes.
And but there's culture that they've kind of built. Like we're working long days, and of course you can't look at your phone. So there's a lot of attention that you have to bring to that. And so in the break room, we had a puzzle we were all working on together. I saw that puzzle go from start to finish throughout the week.
Isn't that cool?
It is cool. And then on Friday, the last day of early voting, there was a potluck.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, yeah. And I feel bad. I didn't realize that if I do this again next year, I will bring something to the potluck.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Hey, so folks, if you're just coming on and you're hearing us, this is CJ over at knvc.org, 95.1 FM. And we have Lora here with us today. And we're still talking about the election process, how things are take place on election day and early voting time and things like that.
Yeah. Let's take a moment, though, and thank our underwriter. Carson Rural Communities is now underwritten by the Nevada Rural Counties Retired Senior Volunteer Program, or what we know as RSVP.
RSVP, right. Yes.
They're a nonprofit AmeriCorps program. They provide life-saving support for older adults, veterans, and individuals with disabilities. Nevada Rural Communities are celebrating the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence this July 4th with an evening of fireworks and a dinner at Eagle Valley Golf Course.
Oh,
it's
nice.
A signature fundraiser. It makes it possible for them to fulfill their mission of providing invaluable volunteer-delivered services for seniors for more than 54 years.
Wow.
So if you want to learn more about what they do and help them out with that Eagle Valley event, which is really one of Carson City's best for 4th of July.
Yep.
Visit nvrsvp.org for information.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yes, there you go.
And they're going to come back and talk to us too, aren't they?
They are.
Oh, good.
We're looking forward to both hearing more about the program and, they cover they cover almost all of Nevada.
Wow.
They definitely, with the emphasis on rural, because they don't do Clark and they don't do Washoe, but they cover the rest of the state.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to talking to them more.
Yeah.
So back to the election.
Oh, yes. Right. So, all right. So we talked about how it's this really interesting place. You also get to, meet people. I made a really good friend. And on election day itself,
that's cool.
It was because I had worked the early voting week, and that was fine. But it was also at times, you're very eager to help that voter, and of course that voter is the only voter there. So we're all like kind of going, "Hey, can I help you?" And the voter's like, "I got it, I'm okay." But on election day, I started at 7, and by noon I had seen 700 people.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. And I tried to maybe, say something to each and every one of them. I saw the kids. So I saw more than 700 people, but I saw 700 voters.
Wow.
And there was so many people that were, seeing their friends, and they'd say hi. And, I heard news about high school reunions. And like I say, the new voters, there was a lot of first-time voters on election day. It seemed like they really made it that day. And, trying to think of some other fun we had. I mean, it is incredible that you feel like a real part of the community.
Well, there's more than what you did. What do some of the other election assistants help do?
Okay, and these are different positions. And of course, if you are interested in volunteering for this, do go to the clerk recorder's office. And I should talk a little bit about the training too afterwards. But what you do is what we had there, we of course had the clerk recorder's team. Mm-hmm. They were running the check-in table. They also had a table where people who maybe had vision impairment or needed to have, a ballot that was more accessible. We had technology there, and we also had people who would go out to the parking lot if you needed a wheelchair to, help get you in. So we did a lot to kind of that, and that tended to be the people who were really more trained to do that.
Okay.
You also have the people who set up the machines in the morning, because there's a very specific legal process by which, the machines are turned on, that their the tabulator is checked out and audited for, the morning. And then, of course, those would be the people, or that level of training would do that at the end of the shift, too, toward the end of the day.
Okay.
We had Scott Hone, the clerk recorder, was there every day to give kind of an update on where things stood. Also, if we were going to have a special visitor, which we did, we had the Deputy Secretary of State at one point came by to just, check it out. And Scott let us know, and, so that we didn't go up and say, "Hey, are you here to vote?" Then I'm trying to think. Then you had the line attendants, which I was, that went all the way out to the parking lot.
Oh my goodness.
And we had people at the drop box, which was one of the shifts I did. Then you have people inside guiding people to the voting, to the sort of, how would I describe this? It's kind of like, at Costco where they go, this lane's empty, or go over to that lane. It was a little bit like that, a little bit of traffic directing. And the tabulators who would, give you or show you, like make sure your ballot got into the box and then give you a sticker. Oh, the stickers, they're so much fun. And we had a commemorative 250th anniversary one this year.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And there was also the Carson City Elections Department official seal. Very good looking sticker.
Oh, that's
nice. And of course the I voted stickers, the violet, the dinosaur sticker. So we were having a lot of fun with that.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you would do it again, wouldn't you?
I think so. I mean, the early voting, the first day I was like, oh boy. And again, nothing wrong with the whole setup. It's just that I was like, well, I'm so lonely here. Where are the voters? But when they showed up, it was a blast.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like probably a lull between each person's job or whatever.
Yeah. And so they, that I think that's why these seasoned election workers knew we'd have to have things like the puzzle in the break room. And they were so good. They would go, do you need a break? Do you need to go to the restroom? Just very, very attentive and wanting it to be a good and happy process. So if you're interested, if anyone in the audience is interested in becoming this for the, and I want to say you do get a little bit of money. It's not exactly a volunteer gig. I don't know what it was, but you can pick up some extra, you can supplement, your income with a little bit of work.
Well, that's good.
But you do have to apply. So go to the Clerk Recorder Elections website on the Carson City website.
Okay.
And they'll have, the application will open up probably, I think I applied back in late April.
Okay.
So it's about a month in advance. And then once you're accepted, because I do think they want you to be a Carson City resident.
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
and
okay.
Then you have to do some training. The good news is all the training that I was required to do was videos online. So I was able to, at my own time, watch these videos that trained you. Remember, I made the joke about how to clean the equipment with you don't want to use Windex.
Right.
Yeah. So it was that kind of training. And there was other very important training that, then you took a test on that. So that was the sort of that. And then there was one in-person session, which I was not able to make, but that did not hold me back. So
that's good.
But again, I did apply for, as I say, the line attendant position. And that's a very easy companionable kind of gig.
And so pretty much every county has possibly positions available.
I would think so. And every county runs its own election. So, and I'm not familiar with who might be the Lyon County,
Story County.
Or Story County.
Yep.
But in Carson City, it's the clerk recorder. And possibly that's what I've also heard registrar is sometimes a title that was in California. It was the registrar of voters. But that just go to your county website, and you will no doubt find out who that person is. And and it may very well be, you could say, can you just put me on an emailing list? Because some of my friends who worked the election, they were contacted long before the applications opened up, and it was like, hey, you worked it last year. Would you like to work it again?
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Great invitation.
Yeah.
So you get firsthand knowledge and experience on what the election process on election day is. So that's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah. No, I would definitely do it again, but just know that. Oh, and this was some good advice from one of the seasoned workers. I, of course, did May and on into June. Beautiful weather, a little hot occasionally. Yeah. One of my coworkers had done the November 2022 election.
Okay.
And she was assigned to the parking lot. And she said, I was wrapped up in 6 blankets and and a sleeping bag and had a mug of hot coffee. Because that was that really
that cold,
very cold winter.
Cold time. Yeah. Exactly.
And because I bounced around from indoor to outdoor, I had made sure that I was always prepared to work outdoors with a hat and sunscreen, that sort of thing.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So what do we have
in the world of fun things?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to tell you, we're going to go up to Lyon County and congratulate them because tomorrow is the last day of school.
That's right. That's the only school, Lyon County School District.
Yeah,
tomorrow is their last day of school, and so you can officially say school is out for summer for everybody.
Yes, it's been fun to do that.
And I bet the kids are happy too.
And then we have in Dayton, we've got the Fun Pasta fundraiser.
Yes.
Which is coming up, and they will help you go there. You can purchase pasta with fun shapes, including sports shapes, animal pasta, kid favorites, and gourmet pasta and sauces. This will help fund equipment, uniform, travel expenses, and team activities.
And so that's the Dayton Pop Warner, isn't it?
Dayton Pop Warner, yeah.
Okay.
So you want to go to their website for more information on that.
Okay.
And then also starting up is the Sierra Chef's sorry about that one. Sierra Chef Kids Culinary Camp 2026. This one will be from June 15th, 16th, and 17th, and then July 13th, 14th, and 15th. Space is limited for this wonderful experience. It's 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's $175 per child, and you can call 775-392-4417 for more information on that.
I know firsthand from some friends, it is a fun camp for them to do.
I can bet. I love it. I all these great kids camps that we read about, and even when we had Hollow Mountain on as a guest, they sounded so much fun. And I would do them myself,
cool.
But I don't, I'm not a kid, so. And speaking of that, we have the Summer Tech Camp for kids. For over 25 years, students ages 9 through 15 have had fun and learned about computer recycling, testing, assembly, and operation. At the end of the camp, they get to take home their own computer system. This will start, Tech Camp Alpha will be this weekend, June 15th through June 26th. Tech Camp Bravo will be July 6th through July 17th, and Tech Camp Charlie will be July 27th through August 7th. They're all held out at 4630 US Highway 50, Carson City. Space is limited to 16 students per camp, so you want to get online and register for that.
So that's the Computer Corps building?
Yes, that's the Computer Corps building.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
And so I'm just going to say that you might want to give them a call at 775-883-2323 for availability. Yeah. Okay. Maybe, do you, I've got another one here for the Dayton Farmers Market. Have you been to the Dayton?
Yes. Oh, definitely. And it's growing every year.
Oh, good.
And I believe the season opener for the Dayton Farmers Market is on the 18th.
It is. Thursday's June 18th.
I don't think they changed the time, so it would be 3 p.m. on Thursdays. Mm-hmm. And I think it ends like late September.
September 17th.
Yeah, that was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yes. So they have music. They have live music. And what sort of things are there?
Oh, well, the beekeeper, Misbehaving Farms, is always there. They have their honey. And of course, Erin takes care of bees out in the Story County area. And so they're one of their vendors. And, there's quite a few different farmers here and there. And, also, I want to add about that because I used to be a farmer's market manager.
Oh, wow.
So if you don't have all the fruits and vegetables the first week, don't panic because obviously the plants don't know today is the first day of farmer's market day.
That's right.
So it might be another week before you might get something. But keep coming. There's always something new at any farmer's market. And it's easy to get to. Parking is easy. It's right next to Pizza Factory. Mm-hmm. So you have your little boundary so you know where you're going, especially if you're new in the area, because we have lots of homes being built. And Yep, exactly. And then what else you have over there? I know there's something else coming up.
There's a couple more things. First up, at the half-hour mark, we're going to have mental health communities coming, and she's going to have a very special guest today.
12:30?
12:30, yes.
Yep.
And so you do want to tune in for that. That'll be another nonprofit that she'll highlight, a rural nonprofit. A child advocacy center.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice.
Yes, yes. Then back to the events around town. We're going to have on June 15th, the Carson City Library is going to celebrate 60 years with the community block party.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that looks like a lot of fun. And that'll be 4 to 6 p.m. on June 15th.
Wow.
And then coming up in July, on Friday, July 24th and Saturday, July 25th, it's the Fallon Community Market.
Yes.
Have you done this one?
Well, I've gone to one in the past.
Mhm.
So yes, but I didn't get to go last year because, I was a little ill.
Oh,
But
right.
yeah, it's a fun event. It really is.
Yeah.
Very family friendly and lots of fun things to do. And yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah. So that's really great. Then we have, we just want to say thank you again to our new underwriter, which is the the Nevada Rural Counties Retired Senior Volunteer Program,
Yes.
RSVP. Really going to be excited to talk to them when they're coming up on another show.
Yep.
And who else do we have coming in some future
Well,
shows?
we have the Native American powwow coming up on the 18th.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's Father's Day weekend, but they're going to come and chat with us on the radio on the 18th. And I'm looking forward to that. I mean, I just love their costumes and their dance and stuff.
Yes.
And so that's Father's Day weekend
That
where
is
they have
Father's
their
Day.
annual powwow.
I can hear that from my house.
I bet.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
really fun.
It is a lot of fun. It's very, very entertaining is the right word to say.
Mhm.
And it kind of soothes your soul when you listen to the drums and you hear them dancing and seeing them dancing. It's really cool. So they'll be down there they'll be here on the 18th to chat with us.
That'll be so cool.
Yes.
Oh, and you know what else is starting up soon is the Levitt Amp concert series. Yes, that'll be June 20th. Opens with the Red Elvises, and that'll run all the way through August 29th. Free concert right here in the Brewery Arts Center. We're so excited because KNVC is going to be live streaming these concerts.
Oh, isn't that cool?
Yes, it really is.
I'm watching them put up the staging right now.
I saw that when I came in, too.
It's all excited about that.
Yeah.
Because something good's happening.
Yeah. No, they've got, look at all these great bands. They've got the Young Dubliners are going to be here on August 22nd. The Vindies are from Youngstown, Ohio on July 18th.
What about Mumbo Gumbo?
Mumbo Gumbo is going to close out the season on August 29th. So
that's cool.
That. Yeah.
Cool. Any other ones in there?
I think we're at the, let me see. I'm going to give it one more pass. What's happening in the studio right now is the Capital Nevada Toastmasters are having their open house.
Oh, that's cool.
Saw them come in, yes, and the refreshments are being served as we speak. More speaking time, more support, more fun at this Toastmasters Club. So come on down, and you're always welcome at any meeting that starts noon, right here in our studio on Thursdays.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, are we almost finished? Do we
are
have any more
just about
time?
at the 12:30 mark. I've been keeping an eye on that, and I think we want to make sure that if you want to close it out.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for being the engineer and the co-host. I can't be the engineer any longer.
No.
So I'm so glad that you're able to come to the radio station and chat with our guests who do come up most of the time.
Yeah.
We didn't have one today, which that does happen sometimes.
It does.
And it gives us a chance to give more information out when we don't have a guest. It's kind of nice to be able to give all those fun events that are coming up. And so, Laura, you've done such a fantastic job. I mean, you're like a natural for this.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and this is another volunteer gig. So
it's volunteer.
If you want to get a job in radio, in fact, our volunteer coordinator is Patricia is going to have a show, Women in Blues. Looking forward to that.
So, that's cool.
Yeah, so
excellent.
I think with that we can say thank you all for listening. Thank you to our underwriter, and thank you out there in Radio Land.
All right. Well, we love you all. So we're going to say bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.